Each day, I had the privilege and pleasure of reading books to your children and telling Bible stories and reading Bible stories from the Bible. And at the close of each session, as they would leave to go to another session, we would say together Psalm 19:14. And children, I think you know this because you've been saying it for 5 days. Would you join with me in saying, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer."
Amen. Right, our first day, we came into the sanctuary, and this is what we saw. And it was very exciting because we knew something was going to happen. Our story and presentation today is from our fabulous drama team. They presented Jonah and the Whale. So that was Monday. Now we're on to Tuesday. Tuesday, we had the story of Jesus walking on the water. And the theme was, don't give up, have faith. We all are not alone. On day 3, we learned the story of the miraculous catch of fish when the disciples were out in the boat fishing, and they kept fishing on the one side, and then they saw someone on the beach, and that person said, "Hey, why don't you try fishing on the other side?" And then they recognized that it was Jesus, and they pulled this huge net of fish out of the sea, and it was so exciting. And then they got to go and have breakfast with Jesus on the beach. What a wonderful way to start the day. So the message for that day was, if something isn't working, try it a different way. Try it a different way. And our day 4 was when we learned the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000. This was a wonderful story because it was about taking something that we have that we think is very small and then spreading it out so that everybody can have enough. So the message that day was, there's enough for everyone if we share what we have. Okay, on day 5, our last day of VBS, we had this story about Jesus washing his disciples' feet. It was a special story because it reminds us to be, when we're wanting to be leaders, that it's also important for us to take a minute and help others and sit down and do what we need to do and